Hello and welcome back to the final episode of the Brighton Career Mode Season 3. We've got a jam-packed episode for you guys. Depending on how this episode goes, we could have 6 games to play in this episode. First up, we got the away leg of our UECL semi-final matchup against Fiorentina to play. Obviously, if we win that game, we're going to go on to the final. And so, if we do that, we'll also have, after we do that, we'll have 3 games in the Premier League, as you can see here. And then we will have the FA Cup final against Brentford. So, if we win in the UECL, we will have a 6th game in this episode. So, it could be a really long one. I hope you guys are ready to watch it. I hope you guys are excited to see what's happening in this career mode and how everything's going to go. Obviously, I'm very excited to see what's going to happen here. Semi-finals of the UECL, we have a 3-2 lead on aggregate over Fiorentina as of right now. And AZ, I have a 3-1 lead over Aston Villa on aggregate, so that's going to be crazy if we face AZ instead of Aston Villa in the final, of course. In the Premier League right now, things are getting crazy. We're in 4th place. Anything goes in this episode. Who knows what's going to happen? Every team in the 1 through 6 has 20 wins, except for Spurs, but they only have 3 losses. So this season's been absolutely crazy for the top 6 in the Premier League. And then, of course, in the FA Cup, like I said, we're playing Brentford in the final. In the semi-final, we beat Manchester City 1-0, and Brentford beat Leeds United 2-1. Before we get into the rest of the episode, I did want to go ahead and show you guys the squad stats just so we can see what's going on before the final 6 games, and then we'll recap after the final 6 games as well. And then we'll kind of go from there. So I just want to show you guys these stats real quick, just so you can see them. Many players having crazy season. Gedson Fernandez with 9 goals, 13 assists in the league, 11 and 17 overall in 43 games is just wild. And I'll just continue to scroll down past all of the loanee players as well, or the loaned out players as well, just so you can see the stats for maybe some defenders down here that don't exactly get as many opportunities to score or get assists. And then, so yeah, that's going to be that. Let's go ahead and get into this game against Fiorentina. If we win, we're through to the finals. If we draw, we're through to the finals. But if we lose, it could get interesting. This is the lineup that Fiorentina are going to be going with in our game here in the UECL semifinal. A little bit different than the last game. Last game they had Amrabat and Yerry Mina starting. In this game they have Ranieri and Castrovilli starting. And they might have had Sinistera starting last game as well. I can't remember exactly. But that is going to be their lineup. And then, of course, our lineup is going to be pretty much the strongest lineup we can put out. We do have Barco playing at left back just because he said he wanted to play in this game. So we're going to go ahead and get him in. We'll bring in Kirkez if we need to. Sesko's up top. Of course, João Pedro's been kind of the main man in competitions outside the Premier League. But as of late, Benjamin Sesko's just been on a tear. João Pedro's been on a tear. It's hard to decide who to play. I'm going to go with Sesko, even though he is a little bit out of sharpness as well. So we'll see how it goes. If we need João Pedro in, we can bring him in. He is a little bit tired, so we'll just have to see how the game's going along. But let's go ahead and get into it. A nice cross inside. Castrovilli able to get on the end of it. I don't know. I thought it was deflected, but it looks like it'll be out for a goal kick. Oh, we could be in some danger here. Lookman taking a shot on goal. Verbruggen, what is Barco doing? Okay. Verbruggen able to make that save. Tomiyasu pushing forward again. He's been a pretty dangerous player so far in this game. Fabricio Diaz, what is that clearance? Bracalo now looking for a pass over here to Reguilon. He's going to look back inside. Diamande able to get a tackle in. Thierry Correa gets a deflection in on that one. And it looks like the referee's just going to blow his whistle. Not even going to give them a corner. So that's going to be halftime. This game is still stuck at 0-0. Going forward, it looks like we've been able to do absolutely nothing in this game so far. But we do have an opportunity here at the beginning of this second half. Fabricio Diaz going to look inside for Garnacho. Garnacho gets a shot away. Samba is able to get that one away momentarily. We're going to look Barco. Barco's going to find Gedson Fernandez. Ooh, Samba able to knock that one away again. Looks like Garnacho may end up with this one again. Ranieri gets back to it. Barco down here to Garnacho. Garnacho, Smith Rowe. Smith Rowe back here to Garnacho. The fake shots in this game are really not great, to be honest. Garnacho dispossessed on the edge of the box. Gedson Fernandez wins that ball. Garnacho gonna look back inside for Smith Rowe. Smith Rowe, not enough room to find Sesko. We're gonna try to put some pressure on Tomiyasu. And put some pressure just on their defense in general. Samba, I mean, they're looking to make a mistake. Garnacho can't get a tackle in, and they look like they could be away. Reguilon down here to Bracalo. I don't want to move Indica out of the way too much. Thierry Correa is going to get a tackle in. I don't know why there wasn't any pressure from our defenders. And they're going to find the back of the net. What a terrible clearance by Thierry Correa. And this game is tied at 3-3 on aggregate. Ooh, nice layoff by Garnacho there. Garnacho gonna keep pushing forward. Sesko is giving me no options to pass it to. Fiorentina honestly just trying to turn the ball over to us. They are giving us the option to at any moment's notice. They keep playing it around from the back and just keep passing it backwards. But now they're pushing forward and it looks like they could be on a little bit of a break here. And now 88 minutes gone, Reguilon is on a break. He's being hounded by Diaz. The referee's going to play advantage. We're going to let him cross this one in. Barco not able to deal with it. Nico heads that one away. It is going to be a goal kick. And hopefully he can find Garnacho. He can. Does the referee going to allow us to move forward? Looks like he's going to. Garnacho, I mean, there's got to be a foul in there somehow. Garnacho. There's just nowhere to go. We're going to cross it in now, and that's just a terrible cross. And the referee's going to blow his whistle, and I believe we're going to go to extra time here. João Pedro forces a turnover on Yuri and Timber. Can João Pedro get past the defense? Why would you go with your left foot? Why? Why on earth would you go with your left foot there? Fiorentina pushing forward. Bracalo inside to Sinistera. Nowhere to go just yet. Lookman now on the edge of the box, going for a shot and finds the back of the net. And they are going to go crazy with the celebration. I'm not even sure what's happening here. This is like a glitch. I mean, we got to look at this again. What is shot from Lookman? Terrible defense. Verbruggen couldn't really do much about it. I don't know why either Indica or Diamande was just standing there. Dodo sprinting past everyone. Finds a way to get a cross in. Nico. And we just, I mean, there's nothing I can do about that. I don't even know how I can get anybody in position to knock that out. Scores off the rebound off of this insane cross. I mean, I'm not sure how he even got enough power on that header to send that one off the crossbar like that. And Verbruggen can't get off his ass quick enough. And that's going to mean that we are officially out of the UECL. There is no way we have enough time to score 2 goals. So, Gittins inside to Fernandez. Fernandez inside to João Pedro, who's going to put that one in the back of the net. Okay, maybe there is enough time. Maybe there is. 2 minutes left. Maybe they'll give us some added time. Yep, and they're just going to boot it downfield. Indica heads that one away. If there was more added time, we would have had the opportunity to move forward, but we are going to lose this game 3-1, and we are going to lose on aggregate 5-4 in the UECL semifinal. So we are officially out of the competition, and we're not going to win that trophy, and we're not going to get the treble. Obviously, getting the treble was going to be nearly impossible anyways, but man, that was a pretty infuriating game, I'm not going to lie. And as the news line says, Lookman grabs a brace for Fiorentina as they beat Brighton. That man gave us so many goals in those 2 games that we just played against them and gave us a lot of trouble moving forward. I wasn't sure what to do with him, and he was always in the right position to score. We got to keep pushing forward because we still have the potential to win the league. We got to get top 4 at least. So if we don't win the league, we want to get top 4. But unfortunately, up next, we got a game against Liverpool, which, they're sitting down in 9th place, not having a good season at all. But obviously, they're still Liverpool, so they're still a really good team. And unfortunately, this game is only 3 days after our UECL game, so we have tired legs everywhere. This is the lineup that Liverpool are going to be going with in this game. Luis Diaz, Gakpo, I mean, obviously, you see their lineup. It's an insane lineup. And you see their bench as well, so they can bring on anybody as a sub at any time, and they can make an impact on the game. This is the lineup we're going to go with, and unfortunately, you may notice that Smith Rowe's not in. He's just too tired. I mean, he's already at almost 50% fitness, so there's just really no point in him coming into this game. Lewis Dunk having to play in this game. Diamande, I mean, 68 fitness, not too bad, but I would rather have a center back with full fitness than not. Right back, Lamptey, again, Correa, 58 fitness, not great. So, having to make some subs. We're going to keep Neto in, we're going to keep Garnacho in, but we're going to have to make changes for them, at some point in the game, probably for Jansen and Bino Gittins. Sesko, Sinan gets him Fernandez on a little bit of a run. Can he make it through the defense? He's being hounded, but he is able to make it through. Oh, and it's going to be deflected off of Romero. We go for the shot. I think he gets a deflection on it and knocks it out of the way of Alisson. Yeah, let's take another look at this one. We got to see what happens here. Obviously, able to get through the entire defense right there. You can't really tell from that angle. I think it does go, it goes between Alisson's legs off of the deflection from Romero. Wow, and Alisson probably would have saved that if he didn't get that deflection on it. So we are lucky to have a 1-goal lead, but we'll take all the luck we can get. 7 minutes gone. Sesko able to win that ball. I'm not sure why he's in midfield. Garnacho, I mean, I would love for you to go on a run there, brother, but didn't want to. Fernandez, nowhere to go really, but able to get past the defense and not able to get his second goal. I mean, he's not the most prolific goal-scoring threat, but he made a great move there, and really, we should be up 2-0 already. Diaz over here to Diouf. Diouf, a nice turn, actually. Gets him Fernandez over here to Neto. Ambitious effort for sure. I was hoping he was going to try to go with his left foot there, but Luis Diaz down here to Endo. Endo not really doing too much. Finds Luis Diaz, though. Lamptey, I mean, why can we not get it away? Gordon going to end up with that one. And it's going to level the game at 1 right before the end of the first half. Lamptey, I mean, whenever you get the ball right there, you literally just have to clear it. And I'm pressing buttons to clear it away. And he just doesn't do anything. And so they end up with a goal, of course. Morton with a great pass into Gravenberch. Verbruggen able to palm that one out for a corner. 1-1 still after 56 minutes. We need to deal with this corner very easily, but we're not going to at the beginning. And that's going to be a 2-1 lead for Liverpool. And right now, I mean, I am just not playing well at all. All right, 70 minutes gone. We got to make some subs. We got a 4-man sub coming in. We need at least one of these players to try to make a difference here, because obviously we cannot give up all 3 points. We need at least one. I wish it would give me a defender in a good spot. Jesus Christ. I mean, whenever you switch sometimes, it gives you the worst possible player. Verbruggen makes the save there. They're going to take this corner short, send in another cross. Lamptey, please deal with it. Okay, Lamptey gets away. Jansen's going to send Fabricio Diaz on a run. Fabricio Diaz is going to cut this one back. You know, Gittins, if there was just a better pass there, it would have been a beautiful play. Kirkez pushing forward nicely. Going to find a pass inside to Bino Gittins. Gets him Fernandez. Man, I was really wanting that to go to João Pedro. 88 minutes gone. It's looking like we might drop all 3 points here. Gakpo pushing forward now, able to get around all of our defenders. 3 minutes of added time. Kirkez gets a tackle in. Gakpo, I mean, it is nearly impossible to defend that. 3 minutes of added time are already gone. And the referee's going to blow his whistle. And that's going to be a loss. So, I mean, I guess you can't complain too much because things have been going very well for us lately. But 2 games in a row, we lose. And last game, I mean, we got embarrassed. This game wasn't quite as bad going to Anfield and losing 2-1. I mean, it's not that bad, but... And really, I mean, I guess when you look at the stats, Liverpool actually kind of dominated us. 60% possession, more shots, more expected goals. But really, when you go back and look at it, I mean, that's the first time we've lost in the league in a long time. We won or drew every game in this month as well. And then in the month before that, all the way back in March, we lost to Arsenal 2-0 on March 1st. So that... I mean, that is our first loss in over 2 months in the league, over 2.5 months. So really, it's not too bad. It's just coming at an unfortunate time because, as you can see, we are currently sitting in 5th place, still on 70 points, of course, level with Man City, but they have a better goal difference. And obviously, Man City is not a team that you want to be level with in any scenario. So, but now we've got a game against 18th place Southampton. They have 4 wins, 16 draws. And 16 losses. So, I mean, really, they're not having the worst season ever. Obviously, they're in the relegation zone sitting in 18th, and they're really wanting to get 3 points here because, as you can see, Everton only 3 points above them, and they still have a game in hand. So, this game is very, very important for Southampton, and, of course, we're still going to have to rotate a lot of players. This is the lineup that Southampton are going with. Kivior, former Arsenal player in there, Kamaldian's been kind of Suleiman, I believe is his last name. The player that we've had the most struggle with against Southampton in this career mode. This is our lineup. Still obviously a very good lineup, but we just have to deal with so much tired legs and so many tired legs right now. So we're going to go ahead and get into this game. And if we need to make subs, we don't really have any option to. So let's get into it. Getson Fernandez. What a pass into João Pedro. I'm just going to go ahead and go for a shot. Didn't think we would really be able to pull that one back and find anybody, so I went with the shot with João Pedro, but it is very wide of the post. Smith Rowe looking across for Bino Gittins. Bino Gittins, I mean, João Pedro was kind of pushed out of the way. What is the top of the screen doing? That was weird. I don't know if any of you guys saw that. Just another glitch for FC, you know. Getson Fernandez. Oh, that's a perfect pass. Into João Pedro. We just can't control it quick enough. Damn. Mara pushing forward here on the edge of the box. Wide open shot. Does go wide of the post, so Verbruggen doesn't have to move for it, but man, we're playing with fire in this game. We don't really have numbers here, but Bino Gittins is going to hit that one inside, and João Pedro is going to lay it off to him. Give him some room to run. Another heavy touch. This time, it actually is a decent one, but nowhere to go. I mean, just absolutely nowhere. Smith Rowe going to go for a shot. It's deflected, but Vizuna is able to make the save. Aribo pushing forward here, holding off Correa. Jansen is just not going after the ball. What is this game? I swear, man, there are so many things wrong with this game. Luckily, we're able to get away, so it doesn't matter too much. Smith Rowe with an excellent pass. Fernandez. Man, that would have been a good run of play there. João Pedro sending Smith Rowe through. Fabricio Diaz with an excellent pass there as well. Smith Rowe sweating it across goal. 1-0. 71 minutes gone. I don't care how we get the goal. We are going to score and we are going to win this game. Mark my words. Suleimana down this left side. Barco tracking back nicely. Sending a cross into Suleimana. Not a bad effort at all. Kirkez able to get that one away without giving up a foul. If João Pedro would start making a run, maybe we could send him on one. He's way too late there, but... Oh, Verbruggen makes the save. Kamaldeen. Oh, Barco. Able to get that one away. Jansen, just run as far as you can. And we're going to boot this one down the field because that is the only way we're going to do anything on offense as of right now. Our players are all so tired. And Boleba's going to win that header. Surely this is going to be time, ref. Thank you very much. 3 points in the bag against a Southampton team that was fighting for their lives in the Premier League. And you could tell because they were literally all over us all game long. I'm not sure, what the highlights are going to exactly show, but it was rough for sure. It was a very, very challenging game. And João Pedro, talk about probably the unsung hero of our season. What a player he is. And now another game just 4 days away. We at least get a 4-day break this time instead of 3 days. And this is the final day of the season, and we have to play Aston Villa, which of course is never an easy win. But they are sitting in 11th place, or 12th place actually, 44 points, 11 wins on the season. We're still currently sitting in 5th place. We need someone to drop some points in this episode, or in this final day. But all of the matchups favor the teams that are above us. So Arsenal face Wolves, probably a win for Arsenal. Tottenham face Brentford, probably a win for Tottenham. Chelsea face Nottingham Forest, probably a win for Chelsea. And Man City face Luton Town, which is obviously probably a win for Man City. So we pretty much need a miracle to happen for us to get top 4. We'll see how it goes. Hopefully we're able to put out a strong team. I honestly kind of want to play João Pedro over Šeško because Šeško's, he's been great all season, but João Pedro has been playing insanely well. Looks like we're going to have to take out Correa and put in Barco, which works out a little bit. Diomande, but I think we got to keep Diomande in. And so this is the lineup we're going to go with. All right, so it's looking like this is the lineup that they're going to be going with, actually. Still Ollie Watkins, still Bailey, Diego Carlos, Pau Torres, maybe a little bit better lineup, honestly. Tierney and left back. So let's go ahead and get into this game. You saw our lineup, so this is about as big as it gets. We need 3 points, and we need someone else to drop points above us, and we need someone to play well that's in the bottom 6. What is that pass inside from Andy Diouf? Ndicka able to deal with that one well and able to head it away. Garnacho, what are these passes right now? Smith Rowe inside to Pedro. Pedro waiting for Getson Fernandez, who goes for the shot. Ziyech, I don't know how to say that name for Aston Villa. Able to make that save. Very good save from him. Neto going to be swinging this one in, looking for João Pedro. Not going to find him. Now Aston Villa on a counterattack. Leon Bailey pushing forward. Finds a pass to Taremi. Evan Ndicka able to deal with that one well and able to get it away. Kirkez pushing forward. Finds a pass to Smith Rowe, who is wide open. That has to be a goal. Never a doubt in my mind that one was going to go in. 21 minutes gone. Aston Villa 0. Brighton Hove Albion 1. And it looks like João Pedro is actually hurt and is going to need to come out more than likely. I kind of don't want to risk it, so I'm going to go ahead and bring in Šeško, even though it's only been 20 minutes. We're going to have to wait until there's a stoppage in play, but I don't want to risk it, so we're going to get him out. Villa pushing forward now. Left winger inside to, again, don't know how to say that guy's name. Kamara. Back inside to the unknown named player. Kamara again. It's just impossible to get the ball off them sometimes. Barco with a foul there on Taremi. Kamara, what is going on? The back passes and back heel passes are a little bit much in this game from the AI, but Verbruggen able to make that save. Watkins steals it off of Indica. Oh, Verbruggen able to make that save. Not sure what Indica's doing there. Taremi now pushing forward for Villa. I need Diamande to step up there. That one is going to be deflected out by Gedson Fernandez. We're able to get away. Sesko looking for Garnacho. What a pass. Oh, we can't get it past the key. Wow, Diego Carlos doing a flip to knock that one out, I guess. Sometimes the animations in this game will just, they'll blow your mind for sure. We're going to send this one in. Not a great cross. Garnacho laying his body out, putting his body on the line. We are susceptible to a counterattack here. What a pass from Diaby to Jonathan David. Indica tracking back well and able to get that one away. Diaz, though, down here to Neto. Gedson Fernandez. Pretty good effort there. 77 minutes gone. He did at least trouble the keeper. Kirkes with an excellent cross. Fernandez. Oh, that's going to be a penalty. Yes, we get bailed out after hitting the post with Gedson Fernandez. I mean, talk about that cross from Kirkes. That was pinpoint accurate to Fernandez. Heavy touch. And I don't know. Yeah, I don't know about that one. I don't know if it's a penalty. Fabricio Diaz going to step up. Again, our best penalty taker. We're going to go same spot as last time. Top right corner. Get a little bit of power on that one. Keeper goes sort of the right way again, but didn't go quick enough. 2-0 after 80 minutes here against Aston Villa. And, I mean, maybe we'll get top 4. We'll have to see. Diouf, get this one out. Oh, yes, we're gone, baby. This is going to be game sealed and signed and delivered here. Oh, man. I mean, it's crazy. Cleared away, sort of. 3 minutes only, though, of added time, and it looks like it's about to be up. The referee will blow his whistle right there. And we get a 2-0 win on the final day of the Premier League season. But now we have to go see whether or not anybody dropped points that was above us and whether or not we get top 4 for the first time in probably Brighton's history, and whether or not we get Champions League football. All right, let's see if it shows us any results whenever we click post-match interview. Arsenal 1, Spurs 1, Chelsea 1, Man City 1. And those were all the 4 teams that were above us. Man, that is going to be very disappointing. Let's go ahead and take a look at it. Oh, boys. 5th place. 5th place on 76 points. League leaders on 79. Arsenal win the league, so, I mean, you know, that kind of makes me happy because I'm an Arsenal fan, but I really don't care because, man, we come up just short on goal difference. Man City, obviously, 36 goal difference is much better than 23. They were always going to beat us there, but we just needed Man City, we needed Spurs, we needed Chelsea, someone in those 3 teams to drop points. And of course, we still have the FA Cup to play. I mean, it would be awesome to win a trophy. So that's all we pretty much have to look forward to now. If you win the FA Cup, I'm pretty sure you get qualification for the Europa League, which we obviously already did because we got 5th place. So that's pretty disappointing. Another broken toe injury for the squad. He's going to be out for 3 months, so we don't even get to see him in action in the final game of the season. That's very unfortunate. We're going to go ahead and simulate to this final game. And we'll go ahead and get into it, and then once we get done with this game, we'll kind of do a full season roundup, and we'll see where we can go from there, and what our options are moving forward. If we want to stay in the Premier League with Brighton, if we want to, you know, move to a different club, or if we want to continue to fight with Brighton, of course. I'm interested in all options, but I'm interested to see what you guys say in the comments down below. So if you're still watching this video right now, please be sure to leave a comment down below on your opinion of things, and wait until the end of the episode and see kind of what our options are. All right, and this is going to be Brentford's lineup for this game. You know, a very beatable lineup, and especially with the lineup that we have coming in, you know, pretty much the strongest lineup we can put out. We actually have, you know, players with stamina now, so that's nice to see. We got Lewis Duncan, though, for this game because I feel like he deserves to be the starter in this game. And we got Fabricio Diaz in midfield instead of Andy Diouf, so this is the lineup we're going to go with. But equally as good tackling by Sesko. Ooh, almost a 1-0 lead after 15 minutes here for Brighton. Oh, what a bad pass. Shade is going to end up with it. Takes a shot. Verbruggen has to make that save. It is going to be still a 0-0 game, but Brentford, I mean, they're pushing forward here. They want to win this one just as bad as we do. I'm sure they would love to qualify for Europa League. Smith Rowe out here to Garnacho. What a pass that is. Garnacho going to try to go for a cross. A little bit too late on the effort there, and they're able to get away and could be on a counter here, but Kirkaz, what a defender he is as well. Diaz down here to Smith Rowe, who makes a nice turn. Makes another nice turn. Damn, we are so close to scoring some amazing goals. Brentford now on a counterattack. An excellent pass into Evanusic. Lewis Dunk does well. What a pass in from Okafor. Verbruggen doesn't even make the save. It goes off the post and then off of his arm. I mean, today has been a struggle in this game. A cross over here to someone who is wide open. Evanusic. Oh, my goodness. Verbruggen makes the save yet again. Indika. Oh, Verbruggen is able to... he's able to collect that one. Just clear it away. I mean, that's not even a good clearance, but... that's going to be full time for the regular time here. I mean, this Brentford team, I don't even know. I don't know how to describe what's happening in this game, but it feels like they're dominating us. Kirkaz, what a tackle that is. Garnacho, again, not a lot of stamina. We're going to look inside for Smith Rowe. But again, not a lot of stamina, and he's going to be tracked down. Maybe? Maybe he's not. Smith Rowe, oh my god. Smith Rowe, somehow with red barring stamina, is able to get past everyone. And is able to find a goal for us. 99 minutes gone. Mauricio Diaz gets a tackle in too. Wow. Things are going... oh, Sesko. I was about to say things are going well for us, but not quite anymore. They pass it back, though, which does help us out. And enables us to get reset. Neto wins that ball. Sesko is through on goal. Sesko is going to win this game for us. 2-0. I mean, I know that there's another half of extra time, but there is no way Brentford come back from this. Evanusic down this left side. Correa able to get back, running out of stamina. Evanusic makes a couple of nice moves to get around. Verbruggen makes the save. The rebound, of course, falls right to Maxi G, who finds the first goal of the game for Brentford. This is a 2-1 game now. So they could come back. I lied. Thierry Correa is going to find Neto here. Neto, there is wide open space for Benjamin Sesko, who makes a nice move. 3-1, Brighton and Hove Albion, FA Cup winners. Not officially, but you'll see it here in a minute. Oh, and there it is, boys. Something finally goes our way. The referee blows his whistle for full time. And we are your FA Cup winners. In a very highly contested game, Brighton 3, Brentford 1, all goals scored after the 100th minute, which is just crazy. But we come away with a win, and we are going to celebrate as hard as we can. And here it is. We are actually going to be able to raise a trophy for the first time in this career mode. 3 seasons gone. It feels like it's been a long journey to get here, because it honestly really has. It's been over a couple months since the actual game came out. So it feels like this career mode has taken a long time to get to a point like this, and it really has in real life. But 3 seasons in the game, we finally lift the FA Cup trophy. Obviously, the end of the season didn't necessarily go as good as we hoped it would. We wanted to be top 4. We got 5th place. We wanted to be in the UECL final and maybe even win that competition, and we get bounced out in the semifinal. But the FA Cup, we win 3-1 over Brentford. It was still a pretty successful season. I mean, top 5 for Brighton is always going to be an amazing accomplishment, and winning the FA Cup is incredible. UECL, obviously, semifinals isn't great, but we played a pretty good team in Fiorentina, so I'm not too concerned with that and not too down about it. I am going to say I apologize for the FA Cup. We were wearing the green jerseys, and I didn't even think about it until the game started. And I also didn't put Lewis Dunk as the captain, which I know some of you may mention in the comments down below. So again, I apologize for that. That's my bad. But we're going to have to move past it. And you know what? It is what it is. Verbruggen is a very, very formidable player to hoist that trophy for us. He has been with us since the beginning and has been our goalkeeper the whole time and has grown into a fantastic goalkeeper for us and wins the Golden Glove on a consistent basis. And speaking of that, leading right into it, we're going to go ahead and go check out the player stats for the season. Premier League Golden Boot, of course, goes to Erling Haaland. Kulusevski had a fantastic season. Benjamin Sesko there, you can see him in 5th place, 16 goals. Fantastic season for Smith Rowe as well, 11. Only played 22 games. As far as assists goes, Gedson Fernandez would have finished first if it wasn't for Kulusevski, who has 17 assists and 23 goals in 38 games. Just absolutely incredible for him. In my opinion, he should probably win Player of the Year over Erling Haaland for sure. And then we also had Šeško in there with 9, which is incredible for a striker, of course. Smith Rowe with 6, and Bino Gittins with 6 as well. As far as clean sheets goes, Verbruggen, 14 clean sheets on the season. Second year in a row winning the Golden Glove, I'm pretty sure. So that is obviously just an incredible accomplishment for him, and I'm glad to have him as the captain for that FA Cup game. As far as our team's player stats are concerned, I will go ahead and show you guys that right now. João Pedro actually ended up being our leading contributor in goals this season. 26 goals, 13 assists, 39 goal contributions in 46 games. Like I said, I mean, he really did turn out to be the unsung hero of our season, playing in so many games and performing well in all of them as well. 22 and 11 for Šeško, 15 and 7 for Smith Rowe. Smith Rowe's up to an 86 overall. Obviously, with Europa League football, he's going to get sold next season, as well as Benjamin Sesko, more than likely. They're going to want Champions League, and they're good enough. And they're in the prime of their careers now, or getting to the prime of their careers. Gedson Fernandez, 83 overall, 30 goal contributions, 12 goals, 18 assists. Incredible. Our midfield and our striking options are the bread and butter of our team. Out on the wing, Bino Gittins, only up to a 79 overall right now, but fantastic player. 7 goals, 9 assists. He lost his starting spot to Alejandro Garnacho, of course, who came in and only had 3 goals, 4 assists through 22 games. So honestly, the wing play has kind of been an issue for us throughout this career mode. They just haven't been able to score as much as we would like them to. Neto, obviously, a testament to that. 4 goals, 8 assists through 48 games. Not a terrible season, but just not that great. Lenny Jansen had 5 goals, 4 assists for us. Pretty solid player, only 19 years old, so he could be an incredible player for the future, but I saw some of your guys' comments about how he is, doesn't have the look of a 19-year-old, which I could agree with. Bald head and full beard and mustache and everything, so if we want to sell him, we could, but we'll see how it goes. Fabricio Diaz, great midfielder, very solid player. Baleba was a hero in some games, but not exactly necessarily a great player overall. 3 goals, 0 assists in 30 games as a midfielder. Not great stats, but Andy Diop, 3 goals, 5 assists, 37 games. A little bit better. Worse this season than he was last season, so we'll have to see how it goes. Bellingham, decent player, but very low rated, so we might have to send him out on loan. And then as far as our defensive players and loanee players are concerned, we're going to scroll through them, and I'll stop if I feel like it. Stanley Wilson, 73 overall. He could be a player that comes into this team next season and actually ends up making a difference in defense. Duarte, 76 overall. Didn't really grow at Benfica, and we were really hoping that he would, but Buonanotte did grow up 3 from Fiorentina. So 78 overall. He will likely come in and be a very, very big player for us. Yuma Ono, 71 overall. I mean, we have some great former youth academy players and young prospects. 71 overall for Adam West. 69 overall for Caio Miranda. Not sure how you would say his name, but he could be a striker for the future for us. Valentin Barco, pretty solid player. Mercier, I really like him. If we end up getting rid of Verbruggen for any reason, Mercier could be our number 1 for sure. Diamande, an incredible defender. I've loved using him. Lamptey, pretty solid, but he just doesn't grow anymore. Doesn't really get the game time to grow. Kirkes, incredible player. Thierry Correa, very solid player. I wouldn't say necessarily incredible, but he is very good, and I love using him. And then, of course, Verbruggen, 82 overall goalkeeper now. He has grown very well for us over the years, and he is a pretty solid goalkeeper, if I do say so myself, and I would love to keep him. As far as the market value is concerned for some of our players, Smith Rowe, easily going to be worth over 100 million. His market value is 90 million, but we'll get over 100 million for him. Benjamin Sesko, same thing. Market value of 85. We'll get over 100 million for him, more than likely. Garnacho, 74. He'll probably leave as well, so we'll be kind of left with the players that are under 50 million, more than likely. But if we want to sell any of them, it might make sense for that as well. So one thing I wanted to talk to you guys about is kind of our options moving forward, what we want to go do in terms of this career mode, or if we want to start a new career mode. Obviously, I know a lot of you guys are going to want this career mode to continue, and I'm okay with that. I would be okay with this career mode continuing in one of 2 ways. So we can either continue with Brighton Hove Albion, or we can try to look for a new team to go to. And right at the end of this season, a lot of the teams that we could go to are in Italy. which is where I would want to end up. So we've got Inter Milan, we've got Juventus. You can kind of see the teams as well that those teams have, or the players that those teams have. As we scroll through, Juventus sitting in first place, crazy budget. AC Milan, second place. You can see their team. AC Milan would probably be my preferred team to go to. And of course, since Roberto De Zerbi is an Italian man, it would make sense for him to go back to his home country and coach one of these teams. Lazio or Latium, you can see their team as well. Third place, Napoli would be a very, very fun team to go to. We could potentially go there, and that would be a really cool team. Sitting in fifth place as well in Italy. So Napoli, Lazio, Milan, Juventus, and Inter Milan are the 5 options that we have to potentially go to in Italy as of right now. If that's something you guys want to do, let me know in the comments down below. We can continue this career mode with one of those teams, or we can continue this career mode with Brighton and try to get top 4 next season and try to fight in the Europa League again, and see how things go. Obviously, it's going to be an insane 4th season, no matter what we do in terms of that. And then there's obviously the third option, which is just starting a whole new career mode, which could be fun too. Let me know what you guys think down below. I'm honestly good with all 3 options, but I want to get you guys' feedback before I move on with this career mode, or move on to another one. So please let me know. Let's go ahead and take a look at my career so far with Brighton Hove Albion. 175 games coached, 98 wins, 32 draws, 45 losses, 321 goals scored, with 236 allowed. Obviously, 236 allowed is quite a bit. Wish that number would be a little bit lower, but you know, that's how it goes. No league titles, no continental cups, but of course we won an FA Cup finally after 3 seasons. I think this would be Roberto De Zerbi's 5th season, if this were real life, at Brighton, so it might be time for him to leave. But that's, again, up to you guys. So far, earned nearly 11 million in these 3 seasons, which is just crazy, imagine. In the first season of this career mode, we lost 6-0 to Spurs, which was, if you guys remember that, a very, very tough pill to swallow, a very, very tough defeat in that first season. And then as far as just this season, 41 wins, 13 draws, 10 losses, an incredible season. Obviously bought Garnacho. He is our record transfer fee paid. Know how this season ended up. 2024, 2025, we bought in Sesko, got rid of Estepinian, 30 wins, 7 draws, 14 losses. An incredible season there as well, but again, finished in 5th place in the Premier League. So we got Europa League last year. And then, of course, in the first season, no Europa League, finished in 8th place, 27 wins, 12 draws, 21 losses. So that's just kind of a rundown of the past few seasons. I want to thank you guys for watching. This has been an incredible run so far in this career mode. And if this is where this career mode ends off, it was fun while it lasted. I mean, it really was. It was an incredible career mode with Brighton. But if we continue, then I'll see you guys in the next episode. So please be sure to leave your comments down below in terms of what you want to do in the next episode, as far as going forward with this career mode or not. Thank you guys for watching. Please be sure to like the video. Please be sure to hit that subscribe button if you haven't already. And yeah, I'll catch you guys next time. Peace.